like foreign countries' history?
Yeah, I think maybe not like history from a very long time ago, but I really like recent history that influences today's society.
Contemporary history.
Yeah, like contemporary history, and then politics a lot. Yeah, sometimes even economics, just because it influences how society works.
Wow. So in Switzerland, it's also like president, like prime minister.
Oh no, it's very different. We have kind of like 7 presidents.
7 presidents.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we don't
this
have
week.
like one who is superior. We have just 7 ministers, and they're all equal. And they always have to make the decisions together. And then they're not allowed to say like he was in favor of this decision, he was against it. You just have to say like, oh, the 7 together, we decided this and that.
Oh, that's cool. So people have to vote for like.
Oh, Parliament votes for these 7 people. So we only vote for Parliament, and then they will vote for these 7 people.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. So maybe kind of like a prime minister, but like 7 of them.
7. Wow. So you were very democratic, like.
Yeah, I think we're quite democratic. Yeah.
Wow. So how many years do they change?
Also a bit difficult because they don't change like this. They can just resign if they don't want to anymore. But then usually
It's like a judge, so they can decide when to retire or.
yes, like it's not that they're appointed forever, but there's like every 4 years I think they will be like re-elected.
Yeah,
but normally they will just be re-elected quite easily. So yeah, it doesn't change that often, and they don't change altogether. There's like one that leaves and a new one comes just for this position, but they don't make a new government and then everyone is new.
So do you prefer live in Asia or live in Europe? Yeah, I believe the lifestyle you have is very different. Yeah. But maybe in Taiwan, you can during midnight you can have like 7-Eleven.
Yes, so in Switzerland we don't really have stores that open 24/7. Maybe one emergency pharmacy, but then that's it.
Yeah.
Even at like train stations where they have special rules, stores close at like 12, I think, all of them. And then also on Sundays we don't have stores that open on Sundays. So here it doesn't really have an influence if it's Sunday.
Yeah, even
everything
Sundays.
is open.
Yeah, even more stores open on Sunday.
Yeah, so it's not just about like the 7-Eleven. All stores are open on Sunday. I always forget that like Sunday normally is a day. It's just a day where I don't have class, but it could as well just be a Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you usually do on Sundays?
On weekends.
Maybe in Taiwan and in Europe.
Okay. In Taiwan, Sundays actually, I very often don't have a lot of plans. Yeah, I sleep in and then maybe I do some cleaning and then some studying and preparing for the week. Not like Sundays are normally not that exciting. Then maybe I grab dinner with a friend or something. But I think Sundays are like the days where I do the least. Yeah.
So what kind of activities you can do in Switzerland during maybe Sunday?
On Sundays? Yeah, not that much.
Just stay at home?
Stay at home or like, what do I think in Switzerland on Sundays I very often study.
Maybe travel to different countries because it's very close to.
But then
Switzerland.
if you like live there, you don't do that so often. Like I travel much more here than I did when I lived in Switzerland, just because here everything is special. Or then here even like walking through Taipei is very interesting. Then my Taiwanese friend was like, why would you go walking? Like it's so boring. I'm like, when you lived abroad, you also went walking. Like
Yeah,
it's
I think
different.
yes.
So yeah.
Do you like the weather in Taiwan?
The weather? Okay. So it's not a culture shock, it's just a thing that I maybe don't like that much about Taiwan. The AC, air conditioning.
Why you don't like air conditioning?
Because, okay, so when I got here, I came here in the end of January. And it was cold, but not like super cold, maybe 10 or 15 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And people were like wearing these very thick winter jackets. And I was like, okay, like maybe you can just go with like a jeans jacket, but I mean, maybe that's also kind of like a style that they want to wear very thick jackets. but they were always super cold. Everyone was freezing. And then now it's warm or like even hot outside. I bring a sweater every day, not for outside, because you don't need it in the morning, you don't need it in the evening. No, you need it inside. I need a sweater inside. So
yeah, I think
I'm taking a sweater with me all the time because the AC is way too cold.
I think it happens. Yeah. Since you studied law and you have to do your internship, so how do you manage your time?
I just write everything in my calendar so I don't forget anything. And I tend to get up very early. And then normally in Switzerland, maybe I go to bed earlier than other people, but then here I'm kind of too busy with social life as well. So I get up very early, but I also go to bed very late.
So what time do you get up?
Normally at like 6.
6?
Because I try to study Chinese before class.
Whoa, that's
because
amazing.
I'm too busy in the afternoons, I have to study in the morning.
Whoa.
But then I don't sleep enough, and then that's why on Sundays I'm sometimes not so busy. I need to sleep on Sundays.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think at 6 a.m. if you wake up at 6 a.m. you will be successful. Yeah, definitely.
It's not always easy, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, I really need some more hours of sleep. But yeah, I try to.
Yeah, we are in Dadaocheng and we are going to take a cruise.
Yeah. Exciting.
So in Switzerland, are there a lot of like rivers in town?
Yes, we have a lot of water in general in the country. My hometown is like separated into 2 parts by a big river. Yeah. And then in summer, people go there for swimming.
Wow. Cruise?
I really like it. It's perfect weather, a really chill vibe.
Oh, is it fish? Fish.
They're really jumping.
Wow!
It was pretty.
Yeah, so nice.